Hello, welcome back to our Rule the Waves 3 playthrough of Italy starting in 1890, Mare Nostrum. We have currently been at war with France for 5 months now. We spent most of those months blockaded. We are technically losing the war right now, but it's pretty close. 4,700 to 6,500 is us versus them. And we've had some battles. Close that, sorry. We've had some battles. Nothing like super decisive or anything. So we did manage to sink a couple of battleships, I believe. It's been a few days since I recorded, so I'm trying to remember. I've been doing some other things over the weekend. But let's carry on. So we're going to make a backup of our game, and off we go. Let's see what we get here. Coastal bombardment. Well, we might be able to do that. I think the Roma is currently in repair status, so we will only have 3 of our 4 battleships there, but we will have one of the older ones there to kind of fill in the gap. Oh, we actually brought out the whole fleet. All right, well, let's accept this mission. We are close to home, so we can retreat if we need to. Uh, yeah, we'll bring some HE ammo with us. Why not? And let's go here to ultra fast and start pressing buttons. Once we make contact, we'll be able to adjust our fleet a little bit here. Well, we can probably adjust it now. So let's go into line ahead, turn off the torpedoes. Squad max is 26. We're going to go down to 20, just 20. And swing a little bit to the west. This is just a lone light cruiser. So we've got 20, and he will swing to the east, I guess. Then we got some cruisers over here. These are our Strombolis. So no torpedoes at all on them. So we're going to 20. And I think these are, hang on. These are the Calabrias, I believe. Actually, hang on, let me just, oh, no, that's not right. Stromboli, why are they, oh, they're not upgraded, that's why. Those are Strombolis, but they're not, they haven't been refitted. So we're gonna go at 18 knots for these battleships. Then the rest of these battleships will be fairly, we'll go down to 16 on that. We need to separate them a little bit. But hopefully these older battleships can be the ones that will go in closer and do the actual bombardment. And I'll probably end up almost parking them or going really slow near the coastline there and just let them take they'll take the hits if they have to. But that's about the only, sorry, excuse me, it's about the most useful thing they can accomplish in this battle. We'll let our um, we'll let our newer battleships deal with the enemy fleet. Hopefully, we'll see how that goes. So we already have contact to the west here. So we need to adjust our plan a little bit with these light cruisers. So we can see we're getting approached by probably battle cruisers, which is going to be nasty. I need to start getting our light cruisers out of there. Let's take them up to max speed and scatter. And these cruisers up here in the northeast will kind of take like a leisurely path here. All right. Now, see how good these battle cruisers are. 8 12-inch guns. Yes, we remember these. Okay. We are, despite outnumbering them, we are outgunned quite a bit here. But if we can score some 12-inch hits on these guys, we'll be pretty good. So let's get this light cruiser like that. And again, we're pushing our older battleships to the coast with the intention of hitting the bombardment target. Squad max. Let's just do 17 knots on that. And these light cruisers need to come over and help with this situation here. They're not going to be able to gun down the enemy or anything, but maybe I can fire off some torpedoes, make their life a little bit harder. All right, let's turn slightly here. Okay, well, we got hit. Belt armor pushed in. All right, scoring one hit. There's another one. And we've only been focusing on gunnery and torpedoes since the beginning. So we are straddling them. Straddling? Dang, okay. Well, we're still well within 12-inch range, but we're going to turn in a little bit just to keep chasing. There's another hit. Oh boy, they have the fleet is out. Yes, it's really going to be up to our battleship line here to just hold hold off the enemy while we get close enough to bombard. A lot of straddles. There we go. And, I don't have like super high hopes of doing a lot of damage, but they do only have a 6-inch belt and well, that's a 10.5. But I mean, it feels like a 12-inch gun versus a 6-inch belt should be doing a nice amount of carnage here. All right. Well, there are the dreadnoughts. Yep, those are 14-inch guns. This is nasty. All right, we're gonna go to squad max. Uh, what can we even do, really? It's gonna be hard to get near the target. And our cruisers back here are lagging behind. Man, they have so many battleships. It's ridiculous. Squad max -2. I mean, fire off a torpedo and hope they keep going straight into it. Actually, that might kind of work. There we go. We'll just fire off a spread of torpedoes. Just different targets. And there we go. Okay, well, that's lovely. Okay. I'm taking a lot of damage to fire off 2 torpedoes on this light cruiser here, the Lombardia. And the sad thing is that they probably have decent torpedo protection, at least level 1 on these things. Oh my gosh, we can't even use our torpedoes. All right, well, we're being cut off from the target, so we have to turn our battleships to the north here. Lombardi, you are getting crushed, so you need to just go home. What's going on over here? Come back, please. We kind of need you. All right. Torpedoes. Taking a while to populate the list. There's so many targets. All right, well, there's 1 torpedo hit. All right, there we go. Oh, come on. How can you be going above 25 knots? Oh my gosh, this is horrendous. I'm just trying to get this Gaeta to fire his torpedoes. There's one. Okay, I'll take it. There's another torpedo hit. Cool. All right, can the Gaeta fire off its last port side torpedo? It can. And then this one here is, I think it took a rudder hit because it's just going in circles at this point. We scored 2 torpedo hits, which is, I think, probably the most we've ever really scored in a battle before. In that quick of a succession, at least on battleships that haven't been already uh, damaged ahead of time, like crippled. All right, let's slow our heavy cruisers down a bit here. Max -2, so they can get some gunnery going. All right, that's this battleship seems to be slowing down a bit. So can we get some torpedoes off here? All right, well, let's get rid of. There we go. Fire torpedoes. Charlemagne? No. We can fire at that one. Charlemagne. Charlemagne. And one more. There we go. Okay, we only have the, oops, the rear torpedoes now. There we go. Um, Friendly ship in line of fire. All right, light cruisers, get out of there. You've sort of done a pretty good job. I know I have more light cruisers. I just need to get them into the fight. Like the French have brought out their whole fleet. In the words of the warrior poet DMX, bring your whole crew. Okay, there we go. Do we have any torpedoes left on the... We do. That's not going to work. There's no way he's going to go all the way up there. So this is a better shot. Starboard side, all expended. Okay. I would love to get those cruisers out. Hang on, are these... These are fine. Who was I retreating out of here? There should be like a single cruiser. Or not. I thought I was sending home one cruiser. But I have... This might be it. The Lombardia? Yeah, that's the one. Alright, you'll go home. Nice. Spreading out the torpedo hits a little bit, which is cool. Alright, let's turn our cruiser so we don't get trapped in this pocket here. It looks like that Charlemagne has slowed down. Fire torpedo. You can get out of there, please. Maybe, if you can. Alright, maybe... No. They are really protecting that target. I was going to say maybe I could slip the heavy cruisers in there to use the 9-inch guns for that bombardment, but that is... They are not having any of it. Alright, let's turn our battleships south here. Some of them anyway. How are we looking here? Damage, but not flooding. So it means I can still use you. Oh, the Charlemagne is dead in the water. Alright. There we go. Fire. And since these light cruisers are leaving the area anyway, I'm sending them home due to the damage on them. So we don't mind expending all the torpedoes that they have. And then they will continue to go home alongside the Lombardia. Meanwhile, let's turn... We're going to do with the light cruisers. Nice. So that's going to be one dreadnought out of their fleet. That's a pretty big one, too. So this Vernogod class looks like it's a little bit dead in the water. Well, it's not dead in the water, but it's slowing down. It might be flooding. Jeez, they have so many ships. Spezia. Spezia is dying a slow death here. Yeah, it's about to capsize. It's at 99% damage. Alright. Is there any possible way we can get in there? What if we do a spearhead with all these battleships and the heavy cruisers and these light cruisers too? Of course, we need a screen down here, so these light cruisers will actually go south. Does this thing have torpedo tubes? It does. But I have a feeling it's probably sinking to the extent that they can't launch, but let's just be careful and try to avoid getting smacked there. Alright, so these light cruisers are a little bit on their own, but we can potentially hit that battleship. It's a long shot. But if we put enough torpedoes in the water, we may hit with something. And we still have... Uh, that's a little bit better shot. Okay. Now we turn hard and get out of that pocket, that trap. The Stratoman's getting pounded, which is fine. Torpedoes are looking pretty good against that battleship down there. And it dodged them. Okay, well, what are you gonna do? Now we have to turn, because there are destroyers galore down here. In fact, it may be too late. I want to get these light cruisers over here with their smaller guns to start working on these destroyers. Oh, hey, this ship isn't quite dead yet. Can only go 5 knots, but it's better than nothing. Go home to Imperia. Now the question is, there's nothing we can really shoot with these light cruisers. But what if we make a quick dart in here? We're going to go for maybe this one here. This uh Jarjaberry. I don't know how to. It says it has heavy damage. Allegedly. Oh, it stopped moving. These will be long-range torpedo shots. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. We want to get our heavy cruisers out of here now. They were briefly a little... Okay. The Stromboli's gone. And the volcano's going to be dead. It took a torpedo hit. Alright. Maybe if we push... I don't know. We're going to get our ships away from all of these... Oh, the volcano's going. Well, you know, what are you going to do? I needed something to kind of distract the enemy there while the light cruisers fired off their torpedoes. And I still have this squadron here on the way. Right, let's turn. Hopefully we're chopping through some of these destroyers. Okay, close. And we have to hope we score a torpedo hit up here to definitely finish that off. We can go like this. All right, fire torpedo. Expended. I have a bad feeling it's going to start maneuvering to try to avoid that first set of torpedoes, and we're going to end up whiffing. But, you don't know until you try. Is that thing, like, just doing donuts or what? Alright, cool. So that thing should definitely be finished. Uh, yeah, we'll detach for now. Well, torpedoes looking good. I dodged them. The volcano took another torpedo hit. And another one. But it's dead in the water. Alright, we have to send these battleships. These ones here, we have to send them back. They are taking too much damage. Our plan to try to slip a couple of battleships in there. It's not working. They have a solid pre-dreadnought line here. We have to dodge these stupid destroyers. Looks like some of their ships are going back into port. Like, I don't see any more of their dreadnoughts. There's one. They have one dreadnought in the field left. We've sunk two. We're sinking two of them. There's another one down here. Oh, is this an opportunity? High-speed torpedoes? Would you like high-speed torpedoes? Okay. Dang. Out of arc still, huh? Well, what if we go for the one in the back? It's a pre-dreadnought, but a battleship is a battleship sometimes. All right, let's be a little bit careful about all these destroyers, because we will get one-shotted by a torpedo in those light cruisers. All right, we're going to send this one home. I mean, considering how badly outnumbered we are here, we're not. This isn't the worst we could have done. Being able to hit the shore bombardment target would have been nice. Oh, come on. Yes. There we go. Double torpedo hit. All right, let's give him another one. Oh, yes. All right, destroyers are closing in. Time to make a battle turn to the south. And we have no more starboard side torpedoes. So we have to turn anyway. Their battleship line is still going. So maybe we just aim for just firing what we have, and maybe we'll call it a day here. All right, maybe we detach that one. It's only 18 knots, so we're going to just send it home. Escaping with what we can. The Spezia being shot at by something over here in the safe zone, that battle cruiser. Squad Max, that's still going slow. Turn these heavy cruisers a little bit here. There's still a red. Oh man, that's not nice. All right, there's still battleships out here. So we do that. We do that, and we can do that. So this down here took a torpedo, so let's detach it. This is one of our new battleships, but with how badly he's flooding, I don't have much hope for him making it out of here. We're just firing torpedoes just into the mass of them and hoping for the best. You know, let's start. We're not going to get to that bombardment target. They are protecting it way too hard. So we will probably just need to pull back out of here. Yeah, Imperio is going to go down. Well, we broke up their battleship line at least. Well, we still have these light cruisers. Yeah, our ships are severely damaged. Like, there's not a single ship that hasn't taken some hits at this point, I don't think. Is a Spezia, can they fix their engines at all? No, not really. That's a ship that'll probably just have to be left behind. We can't risk the entire fleet for one ship. Alright, what's the enemy doing here? Well, Imperio. The fighting's 165. Well, we'll take you down to 6 knots. Hope for the best. But I don't have much hope for you. Don't think you can make it. Don't want to be negative or anything, but I think you're about to meet your maker. At the bottom of the sea. They just have so many ships. Alright, Imperio. You were far enough away, you can probably just take a straight line there. Now the question is, can I send all these light cruisers in for another torpedo run before they can get back to their harbor? Hang on. There is that battleship that's trailing behind. I think that's the one we hit with a torpedo, with a couple of torpedoes. If I can I mean, it's worth throwing away a cruiser or two even to kill a dreadnought. And this might be my only chance to throw away two of my remaining new battleships to try to get on that land target. Are they turning around? Doesn't look like it. Torre Veneta is out. Oh, that's not good. I need you to bombard the shore target, please. Okay. Torpedoes away. Off we go. Off we go. This is really our only window that we might have here for like the entire rest of this battle to get shots in on this dreadnought and also reach that shore target. Oh, the battleship's maneuvering. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There's so many ships that are closer. All right, let's turn and fire off some torpedoes. All right, well, let's just keep turning, I guess. And then this one down here, maybe it can also come over and help with the shore target. All right, Taranto just got hit by a torp, so it's done. We hit a destroyer, not the battleship. Taranto, I need you to fire off your torpedoes before you start sinking, bud. Fire torpedoes. Fire everything we have. We have to finish that thing off. If we want to break this blockade, we have to start killing these dreadnoughts. Imperio, how you doing down here? Flooding 0? Will you look at that? Let's go south then and just get kind of away from any potential threats. All right, we gotta turn hard here to not get torpedoed. All right, well, we hit the ocean class with a torpedo. Oh, right here. It essentially ate one that was meant for the dreadnought. I don't think we're gonna actually. I don't think we're gonna hit it. It's just too far away. There's too much going on here. Well, we gotta keep trying as we start to pull back here. We're sacrificing a lot of our fleet. All right, now we're hitting the shore target, so let's get on to cruise speed. Oops. Keep hitting it, keep hitting it. Oh, the torpedoes are looking good. Yes, there we go. All right. I think that's 3 Dreadnoughts down. And here comes the entire French fleet. Some max speed going here in this old boat. This one here might be the one that keeps all of these ships back. I'm going to turn a little bit north just in case they fire torpedoes. Let's slow down to 10 knots here. Keep hitting the shore bombardment target. Here comes a battleship, the Ocean class. It's it's a ship. Like, it can deal damage. Like, you can't underestimate it. So I guess Imperial isn't a choice. You have to get to Genova. It's gonna make things a little bit tougher, I guess. And we're hitting that ocean pretty hard. Yeah, we're gonna detach the Taranto. Toronto. Yeah, the Taranto. This is a long battle. It's a big battle. All right, let's speed up here a little bit. Back up to cruise speed for these pre-dreadnoughts. All right, this is actually really bad now. Let's go to squad max and squad max. We no longer have a chance to get that shore bombardment target. All right, I think now is the time to just retreat into the, yeah, Taranto's sinking. We tried. We really did do our best effort here to complete the mission, but just not gonna happen. If the enemy had about 5 less battleships of any type on the field, like, we would have had a better chance, I think. I'm just gonna say yes to all at this point. Oh wow, they're still chasing us. The Imperio's in trouble because it's at risk of sinking. So I'm gonna go swing back this way. Yeah. The enemy isn't too keen. The enemy's not too keen on fighting these battleships, so they are backing off a bit. All right, you know what? We might just have to sacrifice this old battleship for number 4 division. Yeah, let's turn a little bit here and get these guns into play. Imperio, you're at the risk flooding. You're just gonna have to get out of there. We're hoping for. Oh man, it's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We're not going to get nighttime anytime soon. Well, I mean, it is. Well, there's some nighttime. We're hoping to flee under the cover of darkness, which means we can probably slow Imperio back down so we don't flood it out. is knight. Here it comes. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's safe. No, don't you dare turn around. Go. Yes to all. Go home. All right, well, we're going to see what happened because we didn't kill the shore bombardment target. That might be like 10,000 points or something. Who knows? We definitely lost one battleship, at least one battleship. We can't rush the Imperio because it's at risk of flooding. Here we go. So we lost a battleship. We lost two heavy cruisers and three light cruisers. Then we lost, oh, they lost three dreadnoughts and seven destroyers. Uh, we failed to get the 18,000 points for the bombardment, but at least we didn't get penalized for it. So we will take a look at the ship details here. How good are these things? 26,000 tons. That's definitely a big boy. So that's gone. 20,000. So that's a little bit older, or a little bit, yeah, a little bit older. And then 18,000. Okay. And then hopefully they took enough damage that might break the blockade. But again, a lot of our stuff's going to be in repairs too. So let's exit the battle. Nice. That got us 7,000 victory points. That should tie us up at least. That's Well, yeah, we're too weak. We just fought a major engagement here. Come on, man. Really? The U.S. joins Italy, joins France? Naval gun research. We got better 5-inch guns. That's pretty cool. Well, Spain's still fighting the U.S. All right. Save the game. Check out relations here. Uh, Germany still doesn't give a single crap about France. Maybe Spain will be an ally? I don't know at this point. It's hard to say. We're getting blockaded, but within 2 months we'll be back up to quote unquote full strength on our battleships. Uh, at least we still have all of our Vittorio Venitos. We still have four of those. We've been losing Strombolis, I think. Yeah, we had one, two, three, one, two, three. We had three groups of three, I believe. So we've lost. Yeah, all of Division One's gone now. And we're chopping away at our Geta class, which is an old hull anyway. So, all right, the Dardos, they are still working up, so we're gonna leave them on working up for now. But once they get going, that might help us out in some of these battles we've been having. The score, we're actually up 4,000 points, but that's gonna slowly get eroded away as the blockade continues. So we're going to save the game. We're going to make a backup and we're going to call it for here. And I'm going to say to you how much I appreciate you being here. And I hope you're enjoying as we battle against all the odds. Let's take a look at France. They still have four dreadnoughts in service, but we killed basically, about half of what they had. Or actually, no, they have more than that. I think some of them are just in repair right now. Let's take a look. Ships. Nope, nope. They have I guess they only have 4 of them left. The battle cruiser is what I would really like to hit with some torpedoes, but I don't think that's too likely. And we have 9 battleships in service. They still have 16, and they killed 2 of our heavy cruisers, which wasn't great. All right. Ships in service include ships under rebuild. Okay, it's good to know. Anyhow, I'll see you all next time.